Yeah, Pat's at the Euro camp in Treviso. So I think he left a couple days ago. Got there yesterday, today. Stayed for 2 or 3 days. And, seems like some of the top European guys are playing this year, so it's a valuable thing for us. It's a strong international draft, or deep international draft, so we thought it was important for him to go watch those guys. And we have Kovacic, our international scout, is there as well.
Is Fender participating there?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so. But I haven't been following it that closely. He could be. I just haven't heard that he is.
Do you get intrigued when a couple of countries get multiple prospects, like Croatia and France? I know have at least 3 guys who could get drafted this summer.
Yeah, I think that's where the international junior tournaments come in. We start tracking these guys by about 16 years old, and we have scouts at the under 16 European Championships, the under 18 European Championships, the under 19 World Championships are a great event. Sid knows he has to get players from all over the world. He gets some of the Asian kids too, and the Australian kids, in addition to the Americas and Europe. So, we certainly watch that and track that. I think Croatia played the U.S. last year in the under-19 World Championship Finals, a great game. There's some high-level players from a few of those countries. You see it sometimes different with different generations. Argentina had a great run, for the past 10 or 15 years. Some of those guys are older now, in their mid-30s. But every once in a while, you get a country with a group of young players that are the same age or similar age. They usually ride that to national team success. I think Spain's a good example of that now. They have a lot of players kind of in their prime, and that's why they've been the silver medals a few times on world championships and the Olympics.
While we're on the topic of Europe, is there a plan now for Bogdan, a visit, or either you guys go there and come here?
Yeah, good question. They're still going in the Turkish finals. He had a good game the other night. I think he had 17 points, and their team won to go up 2-1. So we're tracking his progress closely. Right now, we're just leaving him alone. We want him to be focused on trying to win the Turkish League Championship. So I don't have an update for you other than that. But we are scheduled to talk sometime. After they're done playing, we'll probably give them a few days to decompress and then reach out again and see if we can figure out if we're going to be able to bring them over before the draft.
You want to bring him here before the draft?
No, I'm sorry. Figure out before the draft if he's going to come over for next year.
But you still plan to see him there? Or is it
again, we just kind of left him alone. We'll just talk to him over the phone after the Turkish League finals, figure it out.
How did Murray look?
He's an intriguing player. He's got really good length at that size. I think he's got close to a 7-foot wingspan. He's got good quickness. He's still thin, he needs to fill out, but he's got pretty broad shoulders in the frame that looks like he'll be able to add some weight to it. I think he needs to keep working on his shooting. I think it's gotten better since the season ended at Washington, but I think there's still a little ways to go there. But like his toughness, like his defensive ability, he averaged close to 2 steals a game. I think he got about 6 rebounds a game. So he's not afraid to mix it up. He's not afraid of contact for a thin guy. So he's got a bright future. I think he's one of the top point guard prospects in the draft.
When you say shooting, are you talking mid-range or 3 or what? How far out?
I think he shot it better from mid-range today than from 3. The stroke looks good though. There's nothing mechanically, structurally wrong with it. It'll just be about repetition, and I think some of it, to be honest with you, is probably strength related too. Just going back behind the NBA line, it's a deeper shot. It's a little bit different shot. You have to use more of your legs. So I think in time, as he gets bigger and stronger, he'll become more consistent with it. But like I said, the stroke's solid. He shot the ball, okay today from the mid-range, but it's still an area that he needs to work on. But like I said, he's got the length, he's got the quickness, he's got the size, he's got the defensive ability, the rebounding ability. So there are a lot of things to like about him.
You called him a point guard. Is that where you see him? I know you like the positionless tag, but as far as handling the ball versus off the ball?
I think that's his strength right now is on the ball, making plays with the ball in his hands. We like the fact that he can get a defensive rebound and push the ball in traffic to score, to find guys, in transition. So I think he's better on the ball at this stage. Now he is big enough and long enough that he might be able to play some 2 eventually, but that'll come with some added strength. He's not there yet physically. I think he's 175 pounds or something like that. So he'll need to bulk up a little bit in order to do that at the NBA level.
Some of that encouragement from seeing him in a structured element, like he seemed to be better once he was put in a college environment than the freewheeling club ball style.
Yeah, he had a good year at Washington. He's one of the better freshmen, one of the better players in the Pac-12. you know, I think they had a couple high-level prospects. You know, he and Marquise Chris looked like, you know, first rounders for sure, maybe, you know, higher than that. So he you know, showed well. I think the strength of his game at this point is getting defensive rebounds, pushing the ball in transition, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. He does all that pretty instinctively well. And for a taller guard, he's got a little bit of slipperiness to him where he's able to get by defenders pretty well, something a lot of bigger guys struggle with. You know, again, get to the basket or get to the free throw line. He's an intriguing prospect. You know, we're glad to see him come in today. Obviously, we wish he was in a competitive setting, but so kind of the way the process is going, so we'll take what we can get.
This is 6 solo workouts for you now. The advantage, disadvantage, or is it, you know, it's not up to you guys, but
Yeah.
how do you feel about what's kind of been happening?
Yeah, it's you know, I think it's a trend that's happening league wide. I was actually talking to TJ Warren about it today, and you know, I think when we worked him out, there were multiple lottery picks in the workout. You know, Devin Booker came in and competed last year, so it is something we value. You know, I wish there were more of it, but you know, this is unfortunately one of the few parts of the process that we don't control. So you know, our kind of thought process on it is something is better than nothing, and we'd rather see the guys come in and get to know them. You know, for me, the interviews and spending some time with the player is important. The film watching is probably the most important. The film watching and in-person scouting. So this is a piece of the puzzle. You know, like I said, obviously we wish they come in and compete, but with our pick range, we're able to get a number of guys in. So you know, we'd rather have them even in a 1-on-0 setting than not have them come in.
So confident you'll get everybody you want in here? Or Chris Dunn sounds like he might be a different one.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I think we'll get. You know, I figure right now probably 80% of the way there with the guys we want to get in. I think over the next week and a half, we'll get up to 95%. I don't know if it'll be 100. You know, we still got about 2 weeks before the draft, but I think we'll get most of the guys we want to get in, if not all.